Good morning. We learn in this lecture the analysis including commutation overlap. So first of all, what do you mean by commutation voltage? Right. So the commutation voltage, it is defined as the voltage appearing on the DC line, right? Appearing on the DC line during periods when no commutation is taking place. That voltage is called the commutation voltage. So in this operating region, only direct current flow through the AC system impedance, and therefore the voltage waveform is sinusoidal. The commutation voltage, it is responsible for circulating commutating current when the two wires of the same row are conducting simultaneously. So now what do you mean by commutation? Why it is happened? Right. So due to the source inductance of the AC source present in this figure, the phase current cannot change instantly. Therefore, the transfer of current from one phase to the another require a finite time. It is called the commutation time or overlapping time. And the corresponding overlap or commutation angle, it is denoted by mu. It is called the overlapping angle. This one. So overlap angle, it is denoted by mu. Normally the range of mu is between 15 to 25 degree. So during the commutation, the magnetic energy stored in the reactance of the previously conducting phase has to be transferred to the reactance of the incoming phase. And the energy in the reactance depend upon the direct current level and the inductance per phase. So see the waveform here, right? So at the commutation begin at omega t equal to alpha, right? The commutation start beginning, and at the time the current in valve 1, it is ID. After some times, right, during the overlapping period, right, the I1 current is discharging, right, so it becomes a 0, and now the valve 3, it is start conducting, and therefore the current across valve 3 is increasing, and after the mu, right, the valve 3 is conducting. So at the end of commutation, the I3 equal to ID, and at the end of commutation, I1 equal to 0. Here, see here. So during the period of commutation valve, the valve 1, 2 and 3 are conducting an effective converter circuit, right, is shown in this figure here, right. So this is the conduction angle at mu equal to 0 and alpha equal to 0. There alpha means delay angle. So normally the valve is conducting. Now mu is equal to 20 degree, means we take overlap angle as a 20 degree and alpha equal to 0. So this time, right, it is called the overlapping time. Okay. So by using the overlap angle, now we derive the expression of a rectifier operation, right. So see here, this is your figure, right. During the overlapping, the three valves are conducting at the same time, means valve 1, valve 3 and valve 2 of a negative phase is conducting, and the valve 1 and valve 3 of a positive phase is conducting same time. So if you take the closed loop, right, this one, the loop control of valve 1 and 3, we have EB minus EA is equal to LC di3 by dt minus LC di1 by dt. Here the I3 is your current flowing from the valve 3 and I1 it is flowing from the valve 1. Why it is negative? When we take this type of direction, then the valve 1 is in opposite side, and therefore we take here as a negative sign. The voltage EB minus EA, it is called the EBA, it is a commutation voltage. And as you know, the equation of EBA is equal to root 3m sine omega t. So put the value of EB minus EA is equal to root 3m sine omega t, and the total current from this waveform, it is I1 plus I3 equal to ID. And therefore we write I1 equal to ID minus I3. So we can write here I1 is equal to ID minus I3. Now differentiate with respect to this with time. So ID is a constant current. So the differential with respect to time is 0. So di1 by di1 by dt is equal to 0 minus di3 by dt. So we put the value of di1 by dt in this equation. We get root 3 m sin omega t is equal to 2 LC di3 by dt, because minus minus it is a plus and it is a 2 times. So 2 LC di3 by dt. So you get di3 by dt as a main. So it is root 3 En sin omega t divided by 2 LC. Now if we want to find the value of I3, right, at the time we integrated this term. So integration of these two side equation, and the limit is omega t equal to alpha. So t equal to alpha by omega, and omega t equal to 0, and so t equal to t, omega t equal to t. See here, omega t equal to alpha, so t equal to alpha by omega, and the total conductivity is up to t times. So we take up to limit t. So when we differentiate, the differential of sign is cos, and put the upper limit and lower limit, you will get the equation of I3 is equal to root 3 em upon 2 omega LC cos alpha minus cos omega t. You can also write root 3 em divided by 2 omega LC is equal to IS2, the secondary current. So the during commutation, the shape of I1 satisfied, and therefore I1 equal to ID minus I3 is shown in this figure here. So during commutation, now your voltage VA is equal to VB is equal to EB minus LC di3 by dt. How it is come? So see here. So during commutation, we see that the voltage across this point VA and VB both are equal. So we can write here VA is equal to the VB is equal to EB minus LC di3 by dt. So VA minus VB, VA is equal to VB is equal to, we can write EB minus LC di3 by dt. So as you know, the equation of EB minus EA is equal to 2 LC di3 by dt, right? So put the value of that, you know that EB minus EA is equal to 2 LC di3 by dt, right? So you can get the value of LC di3 by dt from this equation. So you get LC di3 by dt is equal to EB minus EA by 2. So put the value of LC di3 by dt in this equation, you will get V is equal to VB is equal to EB minus EA by 2. This is the LC di3 by dt. So by solving that, you will get the equation of EB plus EA by 2. So because of the overlap voltage of the terminal P, the omega t equal to after omega t equal to alpha, your voltage become EB minus EB plus EA by 2 instead of EB. So this is a very important thing, and from that now you can find the voltage drop. So as you know, the voltage drop, it is called the delta VD is equal to mu upon pi by 3. Now what is mu? Overlap area, and pi by 3 is your period. So if you know the value of mu overlap area, you can easily find the change in the voltage drop due to the overlapping. So how can you find the area? So area mu is equal to integration of alpha to delta EB minus EA plus EB by 2 d theta. Now how this equation is come? So see here, right? This is your overlap waveform of your conduction waveform of a valves. So this is your overlapping area. Here it is mu. So this is your overlapping area. So the total waveform, it is EB, and during the commutation your voltage becomes the EA plus EB by 2. So if we separate the EB from EB minus EA plus EB by 2, you will get this area, and the time period for that is alpha to delta total, your overlap angle. What is delta? So delta is equal to alpha plus mu, where alpha is a delay angle, mu is a overlap angle. So by this way you can find the overlap angle. So putting the value of EB minus EA plus EB by 2, so you will get is equal to alpha to delta, it is become EB minus EA by 2 d theta. Now what is EB minus EA by 2? Root 3 m sin theta. EB minus EA by 2 is equal to root 3 EM sine omega t or sine theta by 2. So put the value of this in this equation, and integrate that, you will get the value of area. So by putting the value of EB minus EA by 2 in upper equation, your equation become is equal to alpha to delta root 3 EM by 2 sine theta d theta. Now here the root 3 EM by 2, it is a constant. So by taking outside is equal to root 3 EM by 2, and the integration of sine is minus cos, so minus cos theta delta to alpha. Now put the value of upper limit and lower limit, you will get the value of mu. So now mu is equal to, by putting the value of upper limit and lower limit, you will get root 3 m by 2, it is cos alpha minus cos delta. So this is your overlap area. Remember these things. This is your overlap area. Now you have to find the change in the voltage drop due to the overlapping. It is denoted by del Vd is equal to mu by pi by 3. Change in the voltage drop, it is equal to mu by pi by 3. Now what is mu? Mu is root 3 m by 2 cos alpha minus cos delta. So now your equation become, put the value of mu. Now your equation become 3 upon pi into root 3 em by 2 cos alpha in bracket cos alpha minus cos delta. So 3 root 3 em upon pi, it is VDO, you know that. So it is VDO by 2 into cos alpha minus cos delta. So your del Vd, change in the voltage drop due to overlapping, it is equal to VDO by 2 cos alpha minus cos delta. Remember this equation, it is very useful in the example. Now the DC output voltage during the overlapping, right? We can calculate during the overlapping the DC output voltage. So DC output voltage, it is called the VD is equal to VD of cos alpha. This is your with delay angle, and due to the overlapping, it is minus del VD. So now your equation becomes VD of cos alpha minus del VD. It is VDO by 2 cos alpha minus cos delta. Also, we derive one expression of del VD. Right. So as you know that the current I3, right, we derive the expression of I3 is equal to root 3 Em upon 2 omega L into C into cos alpha minus cos delta. So at the end of commutation, the omega t equal to alpha delta and the I3 is equal to ID, right? So your equation become your DC current is equal to, at the end of commutation, root 3 Em upon 2 omega LC into cos alpha minus cos delta. So if we multiply omega LC with ID, right? So you will get ID into omega LC is equal to root 3 Em by 2 cos alpha minus cos delta. So by substituting this value in this equation, so by substituting this value in this equation, right, you will get here root 3 m by 2 cos alpha minus cos delta is equal to ID omega c. So now your DC change in DC voltage become 3 upon pi ID into omega LC. Also we call XC is equal to omega LC, right? So your equation of no load DC change in a voltage drop del Vd is equal to 3 upon pi ID into XC. So again we put this equation in this. So your equation become of DC output voltage during the commutation become Vd is equal to Vd of cos alpha minus del Vd is equal to Vd of cos alpha minus del Vd is 3 upon pi ID XC, and it is also written as is equal to Vd of cos alpha minus RC ID, where RC is equal to 3 upon pi XC. So this is the rectifier operation. This is the equation of rectifier operation. See, okay, we get Vd equal to Vd of cos alpha minus RC. So this is the rectifier operation. This is the equivalent circuit of a rectifier operation. Your DC output voltage at rectifier end, it is VDR is equal to Vd of cos alpha minus RCR ID. And this is your waveform of a rectifier operation. Thank you.